guys, and welcome back. Here we are with the Comintern turn in July of 1941. Starting off with a little bit of housekeeping. There was a militia that should have gotten a role in that Peruvian-Ecuadorian conflict, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. And good thing it missed, because if he hit, that would have messed a whole boatload of stuff up that we would have had to go back and fix. Because the Peruvians only had one surviving unit, but that's okay. It missed, all is well. Peru will align to Germany, like so. Boop. And then the Germans will get $2 extra, which we've already accounted for. The Germans should be at 69 for the next turn, I think. Okay, moving on to the Russian turn. This one is pivotal. It's a very, very important turn. And as any good Russian leader will do, I'm sending legions of young men into suicidal counterattacks. So let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed. Here for tech, we're doing artillery, mechs, long-range aircraft factories, and improved construction, same as last time. And look at that. So I desperately wanted mechs and factories, and those just happen to be the only two that we get. So I got lucky this time, I guess. Still not a great roll. Below 500, but that's okay because we got the two that we needed. So here was our purchase before the tech. Now I've got to adjust it real quick. So all this is going to go away. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We've got these two going away as well. This is going to turn into tank destroyer. Oh yeah, baby. You know it. And then an advanced mech into Smolensk. Oops. These 4 light armors will be advanced mechs. I just boosted this by 2 defense. That's awesome. And then what else are we doing? Right, so these last $4 are going to combine with these 4 to make 8. And we're going to send an extra anti-aircraft gun into Kiev. All right, so the full purchase is 4 advanced mechs into Kursk, International Brigade into Moscow. Smolensk is getting a tank destroyer and an advanced mech. Off in the Soviet Far East, we're getting 2 militia, an infantry upgrade, and we're lend-leasing a tactical bomber to the CCP. Kiev is going to finish its fortification, get 2 aircraft guns, and 3 militia there. The CCP are buying 4 infantry. Okay, let's move on to our combat moves, which there are few, but they're all very important in their own way. So we're going to go ahead and raid this German Baltic line up here to try to equalize the NCOs. They get 6 per turn, I get 3 per turn. We can bring it down to 3 per turn for them. Here's suicidal counterattack number 1 into, I believe that is Western Ukraine. So this army group south here consists of, I'm just gonna, yeah, we've got 4 Panzer Grenadiers in there, a cav, and a motorized infantry. So to counter that, we're going to form the Soviet 6th Army. And it's going to be placed off screen, but I'm going to walk you guys through what this is. This is going to be 3 militia from Kiev. 1 militia from eastern Ukraine, which is going to have to cross the Dnieper here, but I think that's the Dnieper. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think there was a FAQ to where, you know, unit's combat or defense value can't go below 1. So I don't think the militia is actually affected by that river. But these guys will be. So we've got 7 light armor that are going to go into eastern Ukraine, cross the Dnieper, and enter that battle. We've got a cav that's doing the same. The Cossacks down here actually have a move of 3, so they can go through Kiev and avoid that river, which is fine, I guess. And then lastly, we're bringing a fighter from Smolensk. I guess he's going 1-2. He'll have 3 moves left over, but I imagine he's probably going to die because the Germans have informed me that they will be scrambling the maximum 3 fighters that they're allowed into this fight. So there's that one. That's going to be a big boy. Let's hope it turns out well for me. Moving on, this one is a little bit funky. I don't even know if I should be doing this, but we're going to attack Maharashtra with 2 infantry. This fighter's going to come join it. He'll have 2 left over. Air transport's coming down. He'll have 4 left over. And he's bringing this air transport, or the airborne. Right, so as soon as this battle ends, I'm going to give that territory back to the FEC. You may be saying, but that's pointless because Japan goes next. And you're correct. I just want to kill that militia. That's literally the only point of this, is to kill that militia. So, that's cool. We're doing it. Moving on over. We've got a fight in Singhaigar, which is another suicidal charge with very little monetary value, but in my opinion, a pretty high strategic value. By pushing this front forward away from Suiyuan and Shinsi a little bit, and maybe taking out some of his units on the way. So we're going to have defending here, 3 KMT infantry, and a cav. And coming into this fight for the for Chairman Mao is going to be 2 infantry from Suiyuan, a cavalry from Suiyuan, a cavalry from Shinsi, and these 3 mountain infantry from Shinsi. Okay. So there's that fight. Next up, the CCP are going to declare war on Japan. They do have that unit down there still on Hainan Island, which is Chinese home country. So the CCP can declare war, and they will, which aligns them to the Soviets. So now this motorized is going to scooch on down here, 1-2, and liberate Rihe in the name of the CCP. Down here into Korea, suicidal charge number 3 of this turn, we're going to bust out the Russian 4th Army. So defending, we're going to have a Japanese infantry and 3 militia. Now the 4th Army was historically around like Leningrad, Belarus, and down in the Caucasus at the very end. But in this universe, they're going to be on the far eastern front. We're bringing in 4 regular infantry, 2, you know what those are. Those are international brigades, thank you. And then 2 light armors and a cav, all from Vladivostok, going there into Korea. And finally, our subs are going to coalesce here into 54, raid those 2 Japanese lines, and hopefully avoid that plane that's going to shoot at him next turn. Okay. Those are all my combats. Let's just start off nice and easy with these convoy raids. Starting off with fleet sub number 1. Now, let me check. Yeah, Japan only has long-range aircraft. Okay, so Japanese fleet sub number 1. That's going to be 4 damage. off of one of those 2 lines. He gets to choose because they're equal lines. And then now Fleet Submarine number 2 will get 2 more damage. So total of 6 there. Off the top of my head, I think that 2 damage has to go onto the other line now that it's now the most, or the line with the most, but I could be wrong. Either way, 6 total damage. That's all well and good. Let's just go ahead and do the... oh no! Drop the die right through the middle of Russia. Everything just got messed up. Oh boy. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. We're going to do the Baltic line here. We can do a total of 3. We're going to start with a fleet sub. And look at that. We got all 3 damage off the Baltic line. So... convoy rating done for this turn. Total of 9 damage. That's pretty good. The Germans are about to get radar though, so won't be as effective over here. That's why I left the extra subs. Oh right, I need to fix Russia. Crap. So I had 2 infantry in Leningrad, 2 militia in Leningrad. These 2 guys were here. This guy was here. Oh, I've got, look at this. All the way up here. He came from either Western Russia or Leningrad. So I had 2 and 1 there. But he went for a ride. Let's make sure everything else is good. We had 3 infantry in southern Belarusia. 2 and 2. Okay, I think everything else looks fine. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to make sure we didn't mess everything up. So let's start with this fight. Gotta make sure we got the ball game on in the background. All right. We've got 4 militia, dropped 1, all at 1. Yes, sir. We've got 1 cavalry at 2 crossing a river. We've got 7 light armors at 3 crossing a river. We've got the Cossacks going around the river at 3. 1 fighter at 6. We've got 4 Panzer Grenadiers are going to be at 5. Motorized at 4. Cav at 2. And then 3 fighters at 6. Okay. Grab a dice tray. And let's see if we can get this all on the screen. Radio. Okay, so no first strikes in this one. So let's go ahead and do some militia. We got 4 militia at a 1. Oh my God, look at that. Oh my God. So, okay, somebody do the odds on that and tell me what it is. What's 1 over 12 squared? 1 out of 144. So those are the odds. I guess I didn't include the other die. Whatever, doesn't matter. 2 hits. So we'll move the cavalry and the motorized behind the casualty line. We've got 1 cavalry at 3. Let's roll him. Oh my God. There's another Panzer. Well, there's the first Panzer Grenadier dead. Now we've got quite a few at 3. So we've got 7 light armor, and then our Cossacks all at 3, so that's 8 dice. 1, 2, 3 more hits. That'll finish off the Panzer Grenadiers. And last but not least, we've got our poor little fighter. Maybe I shouldn't have brought him, but I did not expect to get that many hits on the first round. He will roll, and he will also hit. Holy cow. So we'll put a German fighter behind the casualty line as well. That was quite the first round, guys. Let's hope the Germans aren't so lucky. So we've got... We're using light blue for 3, so let's do a cavalry to 3. Or he's a 2, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just labeled that wrong. He was a 2. Our cav hit it. Oh, man. Did I hit that cav at a 2 or a 3? Shoot, man. Well, we'll give him a Panzer Grenadier back. I can't remember if I did my cav wrong or not. The one that was crossing the river. Did he hit it a 2 or a 3? I think I remember him hitting it a 3. So we'll give him a Panzer Grenadier back just in case. And then let's move on to his motorized. At a 4, we'll use red for this. And that misses. So now he's got 4 Panzer Grenadiers, all at a 5. So this, we won't have any 2s after this round, so let's use teal now. We've got 4 at 5. That's 2 hits, so I'll lose 2 militia. And now he's got 3 fighters at 6. This is the one that's gonna hurt. 3 fighters at 6. Oh man. Dylan, categoric cow. Brother. This is not been a very fun game for you, has it? Okay, well, I may actually... Well, it looks like my fighter is going to survive. Jeez. That's brutal. Okay, 2 militia to 1. Our cav is now at... We now have 2 cav at 3. So we'll roll them. They both miss. We've now got 7 light armors at 4. Oh my god. Well. And a fighter at a 6. Okay, well I just whiffed. So now he's got a 5 and 2 6s. And his planes will come back and hit me twice that time. Okay. So we'll lose our last 2 militia. And let's, I guess, keep going. We've got 2 3s. They both miss. We've got 7 at 4. There we go. We got 1, 2 hits at least. Okay. And now we've got a fighter at a 6. And he will miss. So he's going to get his Panzer Grenadier and 2 fighters back. And they will all miss again. And so if that cav actually did hit, then the fight should technically be over. But I'm assuming he didn't, so Dylan still has, or Categoric Cow still has 1 fighter left. So this round may or may not exist here in a little bit once I go back and check my work. So we'll have 2 cavalry at 3, they miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all at 4. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits there. Plenty to kill that last fighter. So let's give him his extra roll. And he will miss. Okay, so that went extraordinarily well for the Russians. That first round was pretty devastating. Even though I whiffed on the second round, the damage had been done. So let's, since this is our only other fight here on the Eastern Front, let's go ahead and update the income while I'm standing over here. Russians will go up 1, the Germans will go down 1 there in Western Ukraine. Okay. So now we've got our 6th Army, which is going to take its place here at the top of the board with the Cossacks, cavalry, and normal cavalry, 7 light armor, and then this fighter has 1, 2. He's got 3 movement points left over. I'm going to have to land him. Okay. 6th Army. They're in Western Ukraine. I actually think I'm going to move that marker later, but it's okay. Next up, we've got this one down in Maharashtra. So I'm actually going to have to walk you back around the table. I probably shouldn't have brought you with me, but it's okay. We can do Maharashtra real quick. I've got, 2 infantry, an airborne, and a fighter against 1 militia. So let's do, oh my gosh, 2 infantry. And there is the 1 hit we needed. Airborne at 3 and a fighter at 6. Okay, so we got 2 hits. And we are going to hope that his militia misses, because if not, this was a waste. All right. Nice, quick, and easy over here in India. So we're going to immediately send this back to the FEC. This militia has perished. And that's going to teleport all of our guys back into southern Iran there. Okay. Moving on, let's do Qinghai. Oh, this is a mess. Look at that. I put those dice in a terrible spot. Okay. Sorry. Trying to hurry. On the attack, we've got 3 mountain infantry at 2, 2 cavalry at 2, 2 infantry at 1. On the defense, we've got 3 infantry at 4 and a cav at 2. Okay. I think if I move all these and move this up, we can get everything all in one nice shot. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have 2 infantry at 1, and then 5 at 2. I see 1 hit, that's good, so we'll go ahead and put the KMT cavalry behind the casualty line there. Oops. So we used, yellow for 2, and we can use teal for 4s. Okay, cav and 3 infantry. I see 1 hit there, so we'll lose an infantry to go along with his cavalry. And I used red for the 1s. So let's grab a red and 5 yellows. Okay, and let's roll round number 2. Oh my god, I got 4 3s. That's a bummer. And we'll roll 3 4s. And you got 1 more hit. We'll lose our last infantry. This is going south quickly, folks. There's 1 more hit, but I think it's too little too late. Let's see. Oh, I might have just gotten bailed out. These battles are so swingy. So still got 5 at 2. There's another hit. Thank goodness. He's got 2 4s, and luckily we'll miss them both. And hopefully final round. Yes, we did get our last hit. And whew, okay, so that started off very badly and then came swinging back around. So surviving this battle is 2 cavalry and 3 mountain infantry in Singhai. All right, and the final battle that's going to have dice in it is going to be in Korea. So I have 6 Russian infantry charging straight into their machine guns. We've got a cavalry at a 2, and we've got 2 light armor at 3. He's got an infantry at a 4 and 3 militia at a 2. Alrighty, so let's grab, wait, what am I doing? I guess that's fine. Nope. Don't look, guys. I'm being dumb. Okay, so I've got no first strike in this one either. We've got 6 at 1. We've got a 2, and we've got 2. Oh, I guess those are 2 3s. Yeah, the 4s are his. Okay. Looks like we whiff. Okay. So he's going to have 1, 2, 3 at 2, and 1 4. And he will also miss. Let's go on to round 2. 6 1s, a 2, and 2 3s. I miss again. 3 2s and 4. 2 hits. Woof. We'll kill a normal infantry because I feel bad for sending those international brigades over here to the far east. Let's go for one more round. See what happens. Missed everything again. You know, guys, sometimes math just doesn't work. I was supposed to win this fight. Oh my gosh, one of these days. Oh, I didn't realize that I've been... Sorry, guys. Luckily, only bad things have happened to me. There's 2 more hits. Okay, well, we're gonna have to retreat. That's terrible. That was terrible, terrible rolling. Okay, Korea holds with no casualties. My heart is broken. The game is over. He's going to be able to reinforce it now. And that was my chance to take it, and we whiffed. So that's cool. That's just excellent. Now I've got that entire front to worry about for the rest of the freaking game. Just great. Okay. And then reheat is just a walk-on. That will go to the CCP. Okay. So in terms of actual income fluidity, down 1, up 1. There we go. Okay. I believe that's it for combat. Let's move on to non-combat. So we're going to walk around the table for this. I actually need this 4th Army card. Okay. So I guess starting down here. 2 infantry into southern Iran. These guys are going to fly back to Azerbaijan. Beautiful. Okay. All right, let's see if I remember everything. So we're going to go south to north, starting by taking this 6th Army card off the map because it's got to go elsewhere. 2 cav and 7 light armor in Western Russia. This fighter will fly back and land in Kiev. Speaking of Kiev, that's where this 6th Army marker is going to go. So currently in Kiev, we have 6 infantry and anti-aircraft gun and that fighter. So what else is going to happen is this militia from Taurida is going to go into eastern Ukraine, Crimea to Taurida, 2 militia from Kursk into eastern Ukraine. 3 motorized are going to move on into Kiev. I know they're off screen right now, but I will go over these army cards at the end of my turn, once I've placed units. International Brigade from Moscow into Kursk. Cavalry from Smolensk into Kursk. Yeah, the 3rd Army is going to go into Smolensk. So right now we've got 2 anti-aircraft guns and a militia in Smolensk. And joining them will be 2 tank destroyers from Kursk, 1, 2, 3 infantry from southern Belarus are going to back up into, you know what I'm talking about, Smolensk. These 2 guys are going to walk down into Smolensk. That's a militia and an international brigade. These guys are also going to back up into Smolensk. That's 2 infantry and 2 militia from northern Belarus backing up into Smolensk. I had to get this army card out because they're having a party down here. So here in Leningrad, we're going to replace one of these militia with a real one of the chips, and then he's going to walk into Western Russia. Rightio, that all looks good. Okay, back up just a wee bit. Because we're going to have 1 infantry from southern Finland get railed, and he will go to, he's going to go to Kiev. Yeah, he's going to go to Kiev. And then this tactical bomber is going to fly. I didn't get long-range aircraft, so I can't make it to where I wanted to go. So he's just going to hop, skip, and jump into Moscow. Okay. And for our second rail, we are going to we're going to rail an aircraft gun from Smolensk into Kiev. Okay. Again, I'll go over those army cards here at the end after I've placed units, but we have some movements over here on the other side of the world real quick. So, militia from Amur into Primorsky Krai. This guy's going to scoot down from Magadan into Amur. Kamchatka is going to go into Magadan. Yakutsk Tumor, Chita Tumor, Buryatia Tachita, Irkutsk Tachita. This motorized is going to walk into Eastern Manchuria. This guy is going to walk down into Western Manchuria. All right, that all looks good. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't take Korea. That's terrible. Okay, I do have one move for the CCP. We're going to walk 2 infantry from Peking into Hope. Okay, so let's place units. Starting here in the east. Oh no, I just spilled my Smolensk army. The CCP have 4 infantry. We're going to put 3 of them in Shinsi to replace those 3 mountains that recently departed. Last guy is going to go down into Hope. Alrighty. I've got some Russian troops. They're going to get placed over here as well. Here in Primorsky Krai, we've got 2 militia that are going to get placed. And this militia will be upgraded to an infantry. Tactical bomber. You know, I was going to put him there in Eastern Manchuria. But he's not nearly as safe now, is he? Now that freaking Korean army survived. So let's... Shit. I guess let's try to put him in Eastern Manchuria. I don't think Japan is gonna... they might want to attack me, but we'll see. Okay, that's it for the east. Let's place down here in the western portion of Russia. We've got International Brigade into Moscow, 4 advanced mechs into Kursk, tank destroyer and advanced mech into Smolensk, three militia into Kiev, 2 anti-aircraft guns into Kiev. This fortification in Kiev was finished. All right, and that's it. So let's look at these 2 armies for you people counting at home. So here in Kiev, we have 6-7 infantry, 3 motorized, 4 anti-aircraft guns, 3 militia, and a fighter. Here in Smolensk, we have 6 infantry, 3 tank destroyers, 1 advanced mech, 1 anti-aircraft gun, and 4 militia. Okay, cool. Looking at everything else, everything seems to be in order. So let's do our recruitment roll for the CCP. All right, we have 9 territories now, so we need a 9 or less. And we succeed with a 2. Okay. Excuse me. Let's go over here to China. Alrighty. Let's I'm going to put an infantry into Hope for a total of 4 infantry and a militia in Hope. Right on. Okay, let's collect our income. Nice and easy for the CCP. They spent 12, they get 12 back. 10 for territories, 2 for our bonus. The Russians need to roll for wartime. Okay. Hey, that's a 9. Not too bad. Certainly better than the last turn. So let's come back over here. Clear all this off. All right, we're looking at a base of 54 plus 3 for propaganda puts us at 57, plus 9 is 66 for the Soviets. So we've got 50, 65, and 6. Okay. That's it, guys, for the Comintern turn. Check out Madman Dan for his Japan turn. Let's see what he decides to do with Korea after he made off like a bandit. But other than that, it was a really good turn, and this game's turned out to be very interesting, guys. I'll see you next time.